Hey there, everybody. Welcome to episode 12 of Incensed, a Pokémon GO podcast. I am Masterful27. I am joined by the British boys, the guy who is constantly tapping, Casual Coops, the boy who loves an in-game sticker, Pogo Milo UK, and the guy who is best mates with 50 Cent, Ian Waterfall. Guys, how are you all doing today?
Bro, I've got to say, 12 episodes deep, that is my favourite intro so far. So well done, bro, well done.
Change your middle name to Tap Tap.
He nailed it, didn't he? Like PvP Tap Tap.
He needs to change his in-game name, I think.
God.
How are you, Mark?
I am counting down their minutes to our bank holiday weekend, which will still be there when this is released. So that's always a bonus, isn't it?
It cannot come quick enough, can it? It really cannot.
It's long overdue. Well, guys, before we start, what are we all drinking tonight? I've got a coffee.
I've actually currently got a water, but I am getting a beer brought up to me from my gorgeous girlfriend. So in about 10-15 minutes, bless her, she's just doing something downstairs. So yeah, it's been a bit of a long day.
You've got room service.
Yeah, I have tonight, mate. I have.
Is she in a maid outfit, Coops?
So you might see her walk past on the camera. OnlyFans, what about you two?
And I'm on a Jack and Coke today, but I do have a water for after.
And I've got a mojito.
Ooh. Is that from the bar, Milo? Is that fresh from the bar?
It is. I made an effort.
Do you know whose favourite drink is a mojito?
Not off the top of my head.
Yeah, the Trainer Club. And that's not a joke. It actually is. That's not a joke.
real?
Yeah. For real.
I had no idea.
Yeah, so I just thought that was funny when you said mojito.
You lie, Milo, you lie.
Milo's like, oh, really? I didn't know that, with like the Trainer Club's merch on, like sipping.
Milo's like in the DMs, Billy.
Underneath this top, there is a Trainer Club tank top.
I genuinely want to tweet a picture of mojito now and tag Milo and the trainer.
Do it.
Excellent stuff, guys. Right, listeners, crack open a cold one as well. Throw down your incense and we will be sending you all that good, shiny and Hyundai luck your way. Guys, Coops in particular.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah? Right.
So you just went Coops, and I was like, what did I do? What did I do?
The coins?
Did you actually buy some incense
your
this week?
incenses down, guys. Coops.
I've got one left though.
Coops, you can pretend.
Well, that's fine. You only need one.
Yeah.
We're only on for an hour.
Yeah. I've got one on.
You've got one on.
Mm-hmm. He's on, yeah.
Good. For those who have some shiny that will listen to the podcast, please share your successes on Twitter at Incensed Podcast. It just makes it very easy to find it as well. If you use the hashtag, is it hashtag Incensed Podcast? I can never remember now. There's so many hashtags and apps going.
It's hashtag for search and at Incensed Podcast.
There we go. Well, let's jump into the Pokemon GO goodness. Fact finding. We love this bit, don't we, guys? It started off, it carried on, then it went a bit further.
We were only meant to do this for the first show, wasn't we? Then we just carried it on.
Can I say to the listeners, we have got a few more jigs that we're going to add in, but we're going to get them for next week. So just bear with us.
Yeah, there's some more jingles.
We're building them up ahead of our Christmas release.
We'll do a mixtape. We'll do an album.
Oh my God.
The whole show will just be jingles soon, won't it?
It'll be, welcome. Diddly.
More jingles than speaking. Well, I'm going to throw a couple of questions your way, guys. Let's find out a little bit more about each other. Who is the most famous person you have spoken to, and how did the chance encounter occur? And we're going to start over with you, Coopsy.
To you lot, this is not a celebrity, right? But I'm taking when I saw this on the show notes, I was like, Coops, I need to answer this like at the time when it was like the biggest person in my life. So we're actually going back to, God, I can't remember what episode it was. It was back to my Raw Variety performance, right? When I was wearing a thong. We're taking it back to that.
Take that.
Yeah. All jokes aside, going off from last week's episode, I grew up on 50 Cent and the game and N-Dubs. I spoke about all that. And anyway, when I was 18 and I did the performance, I was obsessed with N-Dubs, like obsessed, right? And they were, Sue. The Americans are looking on the screen like Coops. We don't know who that is, but they're
cringing.
Yeah, they're like a
the
huge.
Brits are cringing.
Yeah, they're like a huge band from South London. So anyway, so when I did the
it's not just the Americans that are cringing, mate.
That one with Dappy in, was it? That is
Marky boy. That is exactly right. It was Dappy Talisa Fraser. But anyway. I knew that they were performing on the night that I did the Take That Back in dancer. And as I came off stage, no joke, we all ran off right there in front of me, next to the stairs for us to go down to the dressing room, was Dappy. And I cannot express to you, at the time, he was like he was like my life. Like he was like the biggest artist, like the biggest celebrity, like my celebrity male crush, everything. And I tapped him on the 2 shoulders and I was like, Dappy, I fucking love you. And he was like, mate, I love you too. And I literally ran down the stairs and everybody was like, Coops, that was so weird, but it meant a lot to me. So I know to everybody, he's not a celebrity at all. But to me, that was the biggest celebrity I've ever met.
He was like, "Oh, I love you too. Get this loony out of my face."
He was a celebrity.
Yeah, but Ian, back me up, mate. In 2010, he was a big celebrity.
N-dubs were big. N-dubs were big. And we've got to remember that famous is all relative. What's famous to one person, another person might not give a shit about.
People listening now going, hold on, how is he more famous than Take That? When we move.
To be fair, Gary Barlow would probably trump Dappy, surely.
Like you said, not to me. Not to me.
You, Miley.
I was racking my brains. I'm like drawing a blank.
You're not allowed to say Billy.
No, I haven't met him. That's
I thought you lived with him in Miami.
Fucking hell, Coops.
Sorry.
I was about 6 or 7, I think. Nick Park, who's the guy who created Wallace and Gromit, the Aardman animations. He's one of the directors, I believe, for the longest time. He came and did a talk at my school, and I was super big, still kind of am big into stop motion animation and claymation sculpture and stuff. Got to talk to him and show him my, at the time, pretty horrific sculptures, but I was like 6 years old. That meant the absolute world to me. I was like, this is my idol, because he went to film school, did his own like project, created Wallace and Gromit, and then got picked up by Aardman Animations. And I was like, I always idolized him as a kid.
Do you mind? Can we just have a jingle just to wake all the listeners up after they fell asleep from that story?
I didn't do that to you.
You want to make it like a
N-dubs.
I'm winding you up tonight, bruv. I love you really. You know I
Mr.
do.
I love Dappy, whatever the fuck he's called.
It's your night
It's
tonight,
it's just a dude with his sister, isn't it, or cousin? That's all they were, weren't they? Sorry, going back to Coops.
That just sounds wrong, Mark.
Bristol. That's Bristol, isn't it, Miley?
It is, yeah.
Bristol,
Well, that's
isn't
where
it?
I was born. That's where I'm from, Bristol. So it was like, local industry and all that.
I love the Wallace and Gromit, to be fair. I like Wallace
Yeah.
and Gromit. Go on, Waterfall.
Mr. Waterfall.
The most famous person I've ever spoken to physically,
From the 18th
face to face,
century.
actually met is
Sherlock Holmes.
Eddie Stobart.
Oh, what is wrong with me tonight? Sorry, guys.
maybe
Sorry.
more famous, maybe not. There was a little sitcom a few years ago called 2.5 Men.
I think we're familiar with it.
Yeah,
Are we? Are we
yeah.
guys?
Yeah, I mean, I was literally 2 meters away from Charlie Sheen. Unfortunately, I didn't actually get to speak to Charlie Sheen. However, after I was at one of the tapings, I did bump into Chuck Lorre, who is the show's producer. Very famous, responsible for a lot of fucking awesome sitcoms. And he heard me and my friend, he heard the accents and he's like, hey, where are you guys from? We're from England. Oh, you came over here to see the show? Yep. Oh, it's great to have you. And it was a really quick interaction, but fuck me, it was literally...
That's nice.
I met one of the most famous producers in Hollywood.
That is pretty cool.
TV-wise, and yeah, it was awesome. And off the back of that, I did get a tweet from John Cryer once as well, who
that's cool.
also played Alan on 2.5
Oh,
Men.
wow.
Nice.
Nice.
Is he the one that every time you watch one of those shows has like the big bit of transcript at the end which flashes up and flashes off and you have to
Yeah,
always
he
pause
does an
it?
end card, and it's normally like about
They're
2
hilarious.
paragraphs long.
They're funny, they are.
Yeah. He is a genius. He really is, yeah. What about you, Mark? What about
Thank you, Ian. I was like...
The other two fuckers weren't going to say anything,
I
were they?
completely
I asked him
forgot.
how he was. We're dishing the responsibility out evenly tonight.
I'm next.
I am well travelled, as you all know.
You've
and
never said that before. No.
Yeah, it's not been
Monopoly
mentioned.
piece.
No. I was lucky to grow up in Stratford-upon-Avon as part of my travels. So living in Stratford...
You didn't meet William Shakespeare, did you?
I was going to say exactly the same thing. I was about to make that comment.
Wait, because I'm looking at you.
No, only just narrowly missed each other. No. But no, I was very lucky. I grew up in Stratford-upon-Avon. Obviously, the theatre, and a lot of people come to Stratford-upon-Avon and just to socialise. I know people performing at the RSC, the pubs and the places around, you would very, very often bump into famous people. But,
And Stratford-upon-Avon, beautiful town, absolutely gorgeous town. It's so
beautiful
amazing.
Beautiful town. I'm just going to pick one person because we've all picked one person, but it was something. I grew up working in Dixon's, the old electronic retailers.
Yeah.
You worked for
Yeah.
Dixon's Group.
Worked at Dixon's, yeah. It was my first
So
job.
did I
Did
back
you?
in the day. Yes.
Oh, friends, Dixon friends.
Dixon friends.
That sounds OnlyFans video.
Yeah, sorry. As I said, Dick's friends, I was like, wait a minute.
Actually, to be fair, I was Curry's, but there
That's
you go.
awful, Milo. That's awful. But it was the one that was really, truly, my mum was so envious of this one. So I met a few people, blah, 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 blah. Alan Rickman was the most famous person that I actually met. He was ironically looking at cameras, as these people do, and I was on the camera and I was chatting to him for about 10 minutes, showed him a few cameras, never going to buy one because of the VAT and all that, but came back, but he was just really
He'd buy it from
nice.
the tax-free at the airport.
Yeah, they came back, can't they? But he was such a genuinely nice guy. And he was performing at the RSC over that 3 weeks, I think it was. He was over there. But anyway, we were just chatting around, and my mum had a crush on Alan Rickman whenever I watched the Die Hard films, and actually, every Christmas, he's there.
And you know what, Mark? Whenever I hear the name Alan Rickman, I cannot forget about Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, and that immortal line, "I'm going to rip his heart out with a spoon."
He's just so evil, isn't he? It's just the characters he played.
He was amazing. He really was.
He was.
And Die Hard, like you say, Die Hard, absolutely amazing as Hans Gruber.
You okay?
Yeah,
You
awesome.
okay, Ian? Do you want a moment? Are you okay?
Die Hard, favourite film.
No, I know.
Great film. Well, and that leads in quite neatly into the second question. So this one will probably be a little bit quicker than the first one. What is the first film you saw at the cinema? Ba-dum. Do you like that? Was a good lead in, wasn't it?
I did wonder where that
Almost
question
feels
came from.
Me? Deliberate? Never.
So Mark's was Galaxy Quest with Alan Rickman.
Got a full circle. Love it. Go on, guys. Don't be shy.
Yeah, sorry. No, when I saw this, I was like, Coops, think. And I thought about it for ages. On my mother's life, I cannot remember the first film. I can't even remember the first time I went to the cinema. Like,
What's the first film you can remember then?
Well, I remember growing up, I was a big fan, but it's what I don't think it was at the cinema though. It was A Bug's Life. Like I used to love A Bug's Life. Like I used to just.
That was at the cinema.
Yeah, it might have been, mate. I've tried, Mark, and I'm like, Coops, think. What was the first film you saw? The first cinema trip. I mean, I remember as well going to see Star Wars was a really early experience as well.
That wasn't Star Wars. It was one of the prequels, surely, with your age.
Yeah. Oh, that was a nice joke, calling me young, but yeah. Milo and Ian, you got to help me out here. You got to be interesting because I cannot remember, and I'm not even going to lie. I cannot remember for the life.
It is a weird question because I'm sort of like
it's
racking my brains, honestly, as well. I'm like, I genuinely don't really remember when I first went to the cinema. I guess the first one I properly remember was like a mate's birthday party, and he was like, it's a December birthday. We went to go and see the Polar Express when we were like, I can't remember when that film came out. Even was it like 7 or something? I don't remember.
Yeah, you wouldn't have been young though. You wouldn't have been young.
No, but I don't remember any other films beyond that. Like your minds are blank.
Yeah.
Like certainly for me, it sounds like you're the same, Coops. You just don't remember beyond a certain age.
Generational thing, isn't it? I think we
in our day.
Like, come on then, Ian. What did you go and see in the 17th century?
Well, it took me a long time, but the earliest film I remember seeing at the cinema
Charlie Chaplin
was I would have been about
Sorry.
The earliest film I remember seeing at the cinema, and I was very young, and I had to Google it because I don't think it was actually that famous a film, but it's one that always sticks in my mind that I saw in the cinema as a kid because they had the people that came around with the ice creams and so forth back in the day. You don't get that these days in the UK cinemas, but
no, you don't.
But it was a Robin Williams film called Popeye.
I've heard of it. Yeah,
which also starred Robin Williams and Shelley Duvall. It wasn't particularly brilliant. It didn't do particularly well, but I always remember as a kid, I loved Popeye, and I remember my mum taking me to the cinema to see that.
Nice.
Cool stuff.
And Mark, what about you?
There we go.
The first time I remember at the cinema was Ghostbusters 2.
Oh, wow, in 1989.
89 Ghostbusters 2. I was 10 when it came out. That's the first time I remember. Loved it. Yeah, I was too young for Ghostbusters, but I remember watching Ghostbusters when it on V8. On Betamax, flipping up, I'm showing my age.
Betamax,
wow, you had a
Betamax.
Yeah. Wow. So did I actually back in the day.
But Ghostbusters 2 was mine, so absolutely loved that.
I like that film. It got panned, but I did like that film.
Yeah,
I can't wait for Ghostbusters Afterlife that comes out this year.
Oh, have you seen some of the clips?
Yeah, it looks awesome.
It looks really cool.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
Well, these films hold their. It was just a great film, wasn't it? Like you're right. Ghostbusters was iconic, wasn't it? Ghostbusters 2.
The original Ghostbusters you can still watch to this day, and it still holds up, doesn't it?
I guess it's always hard to follow a good movie with a sequel, and very few films actually managed to do it successfully. Ghostbusters 2 just got a little bit less rep, but it's still a great film.
I liked it. I mean,
Yeah.
Bill Murray. I mean, it's got everyone, hasn't it? You've got Bill Murray, Dan
Yeah.
Aykroyd, Sigourney Weaver. I mean,
Best
wow.
sequel. That's a question, isn't it? Well, if anyone listens to the podcast, tweet us
Godfather
at
2.
Incensed Podcast, the best sequel to a film.
No, Empire Strikes Back.
Oh,
Simple.
I was
Empire
going to go
Strikes Back.
T2. I was going Terminator 2.
Terminator 2, yeah.
That's a classic.
That's good, but the Empire Strikes Back. Sorry.
So I've just had an incensed fucklet come up on my thing. I need that for the research. So that's a
I
result.
have as well, actually.
Right, guys. So we're going to jump into. We started this a couple of weeks ago, and it actually sort of built up for there. We're going to do some flexing up. So it's the Flex It Up game.
I will dub in your vocals.
Flex it up, flex it up. I can't wait. Before we start this, we've asked some of our lovely Patreon members to pick some random numbers out to try and make it less fixed. Mr. Waterfall.
It was not fixed last week.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, I don't think you're going to win this one, Milo. A Wayfarer.
I thought you was going to win that one, Mark, if I'm honest.
I've actually got the badge now, by the way.
Whee!
Yeah. So we're going to go into the Flex It Up game, but we're given some of the news that broke this week. I couldn't miss the opportunity. So go into your Pokemon Go games, and we're going to look at who has got, including the family, not that it's a big family, Shiny SWABLU or SWABLU, my pronunciation.
Why have you picked that one, Mark?
It's a crazy one.
Spoilers for later.
But later.
Trainers, we are excited to announce.
Who's going first?
So, Coops, why don't you go
Yeah,
first?
so this is, I actually thought I had a few more than this. I've actually got 5, but knowing me, I probably had 8 and transferred a few. So I've got 5.
Dudes, I've got 6.
Oh, okay. Ian?
7.
Mark, you've
Mark's
got
got
8. Come on, Mark, have 8. Finish the pattern, come on.
And I just want to say it just to upset Ian, but I can't. I've got 5.
Oh, Ian won
Oh,
it.
Ian.
God damn it.
Ian fixed it by proxy.
You guys might take the piss out of me, but I'm not too bad at this
I need
game.
to start playing 3 minutes a day. God damn it. I mean,
Ash, okay, can I interject, Mark? What's your best IV Shiny SWABLU or Altaria? Come on.
Oh, God, I'm going to have to look now. Someone sing when I look.
well, I'm
I'll just
guessing.
cut it out.
I'm guessing.
80% is my best.
Oh, wow. I actually think I'm going to win this. Go on, Milo.
I've got a Troll Hundo 93%er.
Oh, okay. Mate, I've got a Shiny SWABLU 15, 15, 13. Is that a 96?
That's 96. You beat
96.
me, mate.
Yeah.
96. Nice. Perfect for
87's
that.
my best.
87
You're out
for Ian.
one time.
Yeah.
Coops.
Look at me.
Perfect.
Bloody
Perfect for
hell.
that shitty Mega.
Yeah.
It's a good looking Mega, isn't it?
It's cool.
It's
It's all looks and no trousers.
looks at no trousers.
But who actually cares about Megas, let's be honest?
Not me.
Milo. Well, Milo's the only one.
I'm a raider.
A quarter of the quartet, would we say Milo?
Gives a fuck. Gives a fucklet.
Right, so the next one, get into your badges.
Wayfarer.
Get into your badges. XL Magikarp.
Ooh.
Hey, that's a cool one.
Ooh.
That's a good one, isn't it?
Okay, I'll go first because I've got mine up. I have 426.
426. Okey-doke.
All right. Milo, Trainer Club.
I've got 839.
Oh, for God's sake. What's the point of even participating in these games?
Carl Coops, how much have you got?
Just under
12?
6. Just No, I've got just under 600. I've got like 500.
Actually, you're doing pretty solidly.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
You're doing really solidly.
Mark, did you beat 800 and whatever the bloody hell you got?
39.
No, I fucking didn't.
Yeah. Oh.
363. So you can tell this is definitely not fixed.
Yeah, definitely not.
So Milo.
We've got some
scores-
good numbers coming in from the patrons as well, actually.
Yeah,
We've got some good
I've
numbers coming in there.
JB's with 122. Magikarp XL, yes, Paul, at 35. There we go. I feel a bit better now. Thanks for that. That's good. So after 2 rounds, Ian's got 1 and Milo's got 1. So this is the third round. It could be someone else tying or one of you pulling away.
Okay, so just so we know, are we cutting out the round of me getting the shiny IV? Yeah, okay, cool. Fine.
No, I'll keep that in. I introduced it.
I will leave that, yeah.
Yeah, leave it in, yeah. Right.
It's a result.
Oh, yeah, sorry, Coops.
Yeah, no, just check. It's all right. Don't worry about
Yeah, it's
me. Don't worry about me.
0.75.
It's a rural decrease.
Yeah.
Right. XS or Tiny Ratata or Ratatas. Youngster
Ratatas.
badge in the.
Retata, that sounds very posh. Retata.
Oh, I'm not.
I'm
doing
going to go
too well.
first.
Yeah.
I've lost this one.
Oh, you say that, Mr. Waterfall. You say that. I'm going to start with 343.
Oh, okay. I might. Ian.
322.
Oh my God. I've got 484.
Milo's got 2,000.
I've got 662.
Oh, for God's sake! We're not playing anymore. We're not playing.
Yeah, but come on. I think actually you should. Okay, we won't do it on the podcast because it'll take too freaking long. But you could work out your percentage to your total catches because I've caught a lot more Pokemon than all of you, so it's only kind of logical.
And also, do you use a gotcha? Because Milo gotchas a lot. I know Milo does do Coops. I don't.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever owned one. I think I did like 2 years ago, but it broke after like 4 days, and I never tried to
buy one.
Yeah.
Tish has got 77, so another one of our pages will say, again, thank you, Tish, for making me feel a bit better. But I beat in on that round, so I can live with that, so that's good. So Milo wins the Flex It Up game this week.
What a triumph.
So well done, Milo.
Well done, Milo.
Well done, Milo.
Done.
And also, Milo, well done on your Wayfarer badge, finally getting it.
Yeah.
How many nominations have I, or how many agreements is what it's actually called? I've got 14 out of 50.
That's bloody good going in a week, mate. Well done.
I know my shit.
Pizzing.
Because of the last week's episode.
Yeah, sorry about that. Anyone who did listen to that and actually listened to all of it, Milo did a fantastic
it was
job
quite informative,
of making
Mark. Yeah, it was quite informative.
not sound so boring, but thank you for that, Milo. So we're going to skirt over this bit because we don't need to talk too much about what's been in the past.
Can we have a skirt sound effect there, please, Milo?
I'll dub that in.
Yeah.
Sustainability week, then, guys. So we just touched on how it started last week. How did you guys do? You know, should we start with the obvious, Shiny Trubbish? How did we all do after seeing Fleece King's efforts? I don't know if anyone saw that on Twitter. Fleece King checked over, was it 2,000 or was it more than that, Trubbish, and did not get one shiny.
Shiny Trubbish doesn't exist, that's all I'm going to say. Sorry.
Well, I got 2.
No, it doesn't exist. You're lying.
I got 2.
Yeah, it was a bad event. Bad event for me as well, Ian, mate. Bad one for me.
Sorry, I think I stole all the shiny. I think I got 12 shinies out of it.
To be fair, though, bruv, you do play all day, every day.
I'm sure
I would have got 2 as well. I'm sure.
Yeah, I played the event a lot.
Yeah, you're too busy being the trainer club,
Yeah,
Milo.
Exactly. Actually, the Brandon Tan of the UK.
Ooh,
See, everyone just went quiet then. Everyone was just like...
Insert cricket sound.
Yeah. And you have to insert them, Milo. We're looking at you. You have to insert them.
Only too happy to.
If he doesn't, I will in the post.
Yeah, Ian has the pass and he'll put them in instead.
Paul got one. JB didn't get one. Well, I got 2. So I was very happy with my 2
you got yours
shiny
in one
Trubbish.
day, didn't you?
2 in a day.
2 in a day.
2 in a day. Within
And
about...
you know what? It's rigged, isn't it? I was out grinding all weekend.
Yeah, those raining shiny cast forms. It was rigged, wasn't it, Mr. Waterfall? Bloody hell.
Because Mark and I are always talking with Niantic, aren't we?
Yeah, always.
On their
You
books. Love it. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, they came really close together. I think I got them both within about 20 checks in the end. It was Kell's motivation.
They should always come together, Mark.
Kell had about 4, didn't you? Or was it Andrew had 4? I can't remember. But yeah, there was big numbers on the first day. And I was a bit like, yeah, we've got some hard stuff here. Then Sue popped one on Twitter. Then Twitter seemed like everyone seemed to have them on Twitter. And I was going, hold on here. I'm missing out here. And then 2 came really quickly. But no, I think it was a good event.
It is so weird though, isn't it? I don't want to get deep, but how like addictive like gambling and like it really is, because like that RNG, that random number generator, what the game's based off, is mad. Like you said, Mark, like I saw some people like I checked 4,000 and I'm thinking, bruv, like whereas you could check 12 and get 4. Like that RNG is like, you can see how people get addicted to gambling, like how we are addicted to this game. It's nuts.
Absolutely. And we gauge events by how many shinies we get. So if we had a good shiny event, it's a fucking brilliant event.
Yeah.
Coops, you and I, nothing. So it's a bit shit.
It's just mad. Like, Mark, what did you say? 2,000, bro? Like that's
crazy. It was mental.
That's mad.
But fair play to Fleece King. You know, he just played down. RNG wasn't on my side this time around. He just gets some epic.
You've got to brush
shiny
off, haven't you?
tallies.
You can't hold a grudge.
Yeah.
No. Well, that's all the good stuff done. Now we're getting into the really good stuff now.
And this is actually really good stuff. Like
this
legit.
is really good.
This is going to be like 10 minutes, listeners. Enjoy this. We're actually not going to slag off Niantic. We're going to
This is high quality content coming at
This
you.
is the proper shit.
This is the shit, isn't it? This is the shit.
Milo, no hashtag FUN.
No.
I can't put it in this segment. I'll put it in.
This week, Niantic dropped potentially the biggest news in Pokemon Go for the year, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
We are talking GoFest 2021.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Get in there.
We got the dates.
Don't get too excited, guys. You all seem very... Well, look at you guys. Look at you.
It wasn't the best. Go on, Coops.
No, I was going to say, no, I apologise. I thought Sorry, I thought we were now going to talk about May, which I'm actually genuinely quite hyped for. But
I thought Mark was taking the piss and talking about SWABLU community
well,
today.
yeah, I wasn't. I'll be honest, I wasn't really sure what was happening. But when he said Go Fest, I'm thinking, bro, I was hyped until I clicked on the link of the Twitter and saw on the poster there's fucking Scyther, Pikachu, and Marill. So I apologise.
It's the worst poster ever.
So I apologise.
Uninspiring poster.
Yeah,
I
if
don't
anybody
think
here
it's
is
the
hyped
proper.
about-
That's
job.
not the final
It's
one. It
not
can't be the final
I'm
one.
just
at
saying,
all.
I'm not hyped about Go Fest at all, but I apologise, bruv. I thought you talked about May, which I am genuinely hyped for, so I apologise.
It does
Sorry.
show notes for what reason?
I'm sorry, sorry.
Completely, you know.
Sorry. I was premature, mate. Not the first time either. Not the first
So
time. either.
Saturday, July.
I've heard that,
Only
Coops.
fans.
And Sunday, July the 18th, for the dates. That's all we know at the moment. We know it's an uninspiring poster, but that doesn't matter. Dates
To
in
say the
calendar.
least, yes, it is.
Bro, like guys, like when I saw the poster, please say we all just cracked up laughing. Like when I saw the Pikachu, I was like, oh, for fuck's sake! I was like, again. I was like, I get it.
I did a double take. It's like, oh fucking hell! I need more Scyther.
Yeah. And then I saw the chest pin and I got a little bit hyped. And then I was like, well, it's pointless because 4 months after it's going to have a community day anyway. I was just like,
They released a
Woobat-
chest pin as a shiny.
Woobat was on there as
Go
well.
Fest.
God.
I don't know. I went looking. I searched in the background, zooming in and going, "There's nothing here. There's nothing fucking there." So I
The
think
only hint in that poster is the little music notes on the Go Fest logo. That is the
Ooh.
only hint I could see on the poster.
What I wanted to talk, and the reason I mentioned this was, okay, there's very little, if anything, to go off here, but I don't think there's any harm in getting those sort of thought-provoking, sort of have a bit of thought-provoking conversation about it. What do we want from it? You know, if we could all have one thing from Go Fest 2021, what would that be? You know,
I know what I want from Go Fest 2021. The four of us, London, doing it together.
That was a good answer. That was cute. That was cute.
That is cute.
I thought you were going to say something
Simple.
shit like a shiny tentacle. Or...
Shiny tentacle.
Bro, do you know what, Mark? Yeah, I'll answer this. And I know we bantered about the poster. I've loved all Go Fests. I look forward to them so much. All the Go Fests I've done abroad, all the ones that we've had to do, you know, blessed because of COVID. I've loved every single one of them. And all I hope is that this is exactly the same. A little bit of nice research with some, you know, rare stuff. It'll be nice to see, you know, potential Axu or you know, something like that in one of the
Don't get your
researches.
hopes up.
Or instead of bloody fungus. I hope it's moved on. I hope from the poster it's not fucking Scyther and Tentacle and I just hope it's the same as a Go Fest, but actually moved on. You know, like so we can actually have better stuff as the game evolves. That's all I hope for.
I think they will. My only thinking is that there were 5 Pokemon on the poster for this one, and there were 5 different biome habitats for 2020. So there was fire, water, grass, battle, and friendship.
So going back to my point, I hope it's moved on and it's not like that.
But I really like that thing. But I think that they're going to tie in, aren't they? 2021. They're very big on these collection challenges. They're going to have collection challenges.
They're gonna be
if they
back
break
on
it down
yeah,
into hourly segments, they're going to have a collection challenge per biome, aren't they? Definitely, for sure. I guarantee you, because remember, Go Fest 2020, they had 2 different legendary cycles for the different days. So day 1 was Groudon and Kyogre. Day 2 was both forms of Giratina, Dialga and Palkia. There's going to be a raid collection challenge. Pretty bloody sure of that. We will probably get...
It'll be the theory
I'm
in
sorry,
incarnate forms.
I'm just in the flow here. Look, we're going to get
Bro,
probably the shadow
do it.
legendary beasts from Gen 2 in the research. So 10, 10, 10 base stats like last year's legendary birds for day 2 with Team Rocket. Possibly Shadow Lugia from Giovanni, I'm thinking.
I'm predicting we're going to see NPCs again, like the trainer
Fuck
avatars we
that.
had for Kanto Day, but hopefully it'll be done better.
Dude, no.
hope not.
I never want to see those fucking things ever again.
They were the worst.
Yeah.
They didn't need to be though; they were just implemented really badly.
No.
I like the idea of them. I think it just was too powerful, wasn't it, when it all just hit you in one
The
go?
fact that there's one at every fucking Pokestop,
If
so
they
you
weren't
couldn't
so
spin it.
frequent and they gave you
Yeah.
something, like they gave you an item or a Pokemon encounter or something, that would have been pretty useful. But they weren't even like Team Rockets. Team Rockets, you get a Shadow Pokemon, also a mystery component. Those NPC for Kanto Tour, you got fuck all from them.
Guys, let's be honest, right? Imagine if we all enter and this time one of us got in the game. We'd be even more fucked up if we saw Coops on every bloody Pokestop, wouldn't we?
What?
He'd have Bunnelby though, wouldn't he?
Oh,
Little pose.
Favourite Pokemon.
Yeah. There I am. Hey, boys. There I am.
legendary
Paul,
pose.
you'll never be legend like me.
But just think, it could be worse. We could see Masterful 27 at a Pokestop with Ducklet.
Just as you said that, look at it.
He's got a Ducklet.
Yeah, they could have released the shiny. Bloody hell. No, I'm joking. But all I will say, and I think you lot will agree, the ball situation was freaking amazing. They gave us so many balls, and I love that. So if there's anything I want to keep, is the balls, man. We want more balls. Give us more balls. We want more balls.
Oh,
than
seriously, I finished the canto of it with
Oh,
more
yeah,
balls than I started.
Yeah, same.
It's
Never had that for any event
It's
ever.
amazing, though. It's fantastic. We need balls to play the bloody game, so I'm glad they learned their lesson with
Bring
it.
back the balls.
Bring back the balls. I want to go back to what Ian said a bit earlier about the musical note on the shield icon for the Go Fest. It's Miloetta, I think it's called. It's
That's
the
the
Gen
one. Yeah, I
6
think so. Yeah.
mythical. Two different forms. There's one that's called Pirouette and something else. They have a musical note sort of style thing on their head. So I'm pretty sure that's what we're going to get. Brand new mythical. We got Victini last year, which was a Gen 5 mythical. Probably going to get that. Unless they turn it massively around and go Shiny Jirachi. That was honestly my first thought because of the musical note and how Jirachi has awoken from its slumber. Remember 2019 where they had all the different Pokemon in the research?
I was in Chicago. It was, yep.
Jigglypuff, Bronzong, Chimecho, all doing bits of music or whatever to wake it up.
That was it, yeah.
Shiny Jirachi, I wouldn't be mad with. I think that would be pretty cool. I don't mind either of those options. I've got to be honest.
I can't see them releasing Shiny Jirachi, though. I think that'll come as a quest later.
Yeah, I agree with Ian, only because the Shiny Mew thing is still really
They'll release a new mythical.
Yeah.
Well, they'll do it really uninspiring way, won't they? It'll be Shiny Jirachi, and you have to like catch 25 Fungus and like maybe evolve 50 flipping Whispers or whatever they bloody call them.
Yeah, quite possibly.
Bro, do you know what's funny? Like, I know we're taking the piss, but they would actually do that. Like, that's what makes it even funnier.
You can just imagine them all sat around the boardroom table thinking of ideas.
You know what I hope for, like you said, Ian, I think it's going to be a bit too soon for us all to be doing it together, which is a shame. But a bit of confetti wouldn't go amiss. I missed that on the.
Yeah, they forgot to put it in.
Yeah, the green confetti.
Did they forget to put it in?
Yeah, it wasn't in the game. It wasn't in it at all.
Oh, I didn't play it. Oh,
Did
my
you not
God.
see? Because Mark put the tweet out on the Incensed podcast,
Oh,
and then
Mark
when
put
he
the
put
tweet,
it
you
out, I
had
was
one
like,
job.
oh, fuck yeah, there was supposed to be green confetti all day.
Joke. No, I didn't play. I was with Charlotte. That's funny as hell. Damn, that's funny.
But I just want, like you said, Milo, I like your thought on that. And I think that's got some legs to it. It'd be nice to have a new mythical for it. My gut feeling is that it's going to be Kanto part whatever as part of it as well.
No.
We'll be having Spearows and...
I won't complain at Spearow. I still need it.
Good shout. Good point.
No
But yeah,
repeat community days, please. Don't put SWABLU in there, for example.
Oh, SWABLU.
It was a spawn last year.
Well, the good thing is we've got dates in the diary now, so I think the next exciting bit will be when if it's ticketed, how that looks. Are they going to, I just don't know what it's going to look like, but I'm sure over the next few weeks we're going to see bits more to add to it. But that's pretty cool. We're going to move on to the bit that we do have some concrete information on, and I'm just going to hand this straight over to Milo. This is the big news piece. Well, it was the big news piece until the Go Fest dates were announced. But Milo, over to you. Talk to us about the Luminous Legends X.
Yes, now it's the news. The Luminous Legends X event is going to be the first part of May. And the beautiful thing, that Niantic have actually listened. I'm not going to say #fun with this. They've listened to our complaints about too shorter events and too many events over 1 month. May is broken down into 2 halves, which is really, really nice to see. So the first half starts
Finally,
on
some common sense.
Star Wars Day, May the 4th at 10 a.m. and it runs through until May the 17th at 8 p.m. your local time. This is the Luminous Legends X event. The legendary that will join for the raids is going to be Xerneas. Brand new Gen 6.
Something new.
It's the fairy type legendary. Unfortunately, 2 things. It doesn't get a full type fairy moveset, and they've nerfed its stats before it's even been in the game. So it's actually useless.
No. Can I? Sorry. God, this is. I've just got my beer.
I think Coops are going to say what I was about to say. Go on, Coops.
No, I'm just going to say, like, protecting them here. Don't they nerf every legendary before it enters the gap? No, they don't.
They don't. Some legendaries get a nerf.
Ian's like looking down, like, okay, I wasn't going to say that.
I can understand.
I was going to say something similar. You can't really you can't officially nerf something before it's released in game.
Yeah.
Well, you can, because if you put the stats into the code and then you change it, if it's already
Well,
visible.
it's not released, is it?
It was
So it's not
already
really
visible
nerfed.
in the code. That's the thing. They already interjected it. I think that's what everybody sort of goes off. Is it's already been put into the game code, and then they change it at a later date.
I get both
But
points. I am.
if they
more
hadn't
with...
nerfed it, it would have gone over 5,000 CP.
Oh man, that would have been epic.
Oh,
that would have been,
it would have been nuts.
So dope, bro.
So I can
and that's
kind
what we
of
want,
understand
man.
it.
That's what we want, especially the Raiders. That's what we want. Like, we want it to just
And check me out, defending Niantic.
Yeah, and me, Ian, and me.
And you, to be fair.
Milo,
yeah.
I'm going to get on your side of the seesaw here, mate. Fuck them. Right, let's balance this out.
To be honest, like I can half see it and half not see it. It's logical, but I'm a bit annoyed by it. It's like, come on, like it doesn't get a very good moveset anyway. We're going to quickly move it on to
We want more. This is lit. This is lit.
3 new Pokemon will be joining during this. It's 13 days actually. This event, I believe. Spirit Z, Swirlix, and Goomy. And the good one to look out therefore is Goomy, which evolves into Goodra.
That sounds like something you and Coops do on your OnlyFans.
Yeah, I think we've got a video titled it, haven't we? It's the Gen 6 Dragon type, pseudo legendary of that generation, which is pretty cool. So they'll be joining into the wild spawns, along with other Dragon and Fairy type Pokemon, which we'll come back to. There's a Dragon and Fairy type theme for the month of May. So Pokemon like
Dragon
Dratini,
badge.
Yeah, anybody looking for the Dragon for MewQuest.
A dragon for the MewQuest.
So Dratini, Ralts, Bagon, Cottony, and I've seen Gibble mentioned as well. If you're extremely lucky, you might find a Goomy in the wild. A new item has been announced. A new type of lure, the Rainy Lure module, is coming to Pokemon Go, which is going to attract Bug, Water, and Electric type.
If it works.
If it works. I think the lures are fixed now. The Rainy Lure module is going to be needed to evolve Goomy, or it's Siglu, whatever the freaking hell it's called.
Siglu.
Into Goodra. It's like Magnezone. You need the lure to evolve it, unless it's rainy weather. They've actually tied evolution into rainy weather now.
Oh, that's brilliant. Have they?
They needed
apparently.
to tie it into the weather system, and yeah, I mean, we're perfectly placed in the UK, yeah.
Yeah, if it's rainy weather in the game, you don't need a rainy lure to evolve Goodra, which I think is a brilliant addition, to be honest.
This is what I'm saying, like, this whole thing, like, the game has needed this for a while now. It's, like I said, oh my God, get those Landorus fucking Tornadus things out of here. I don't want to see one for another year, honestly.
They're fucking off soon.
But that's what I'm
Just
saying.
another
like,
month and a half, Coops, to go.
Is it really?
It's about 30 days, or whatever it is.
30? I thought, isn't it the 4th of May?
No, 4th of May.
Yeah.
We're only here
May.
for about another
Star Wars
5 days.
Day,
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they were still there for Season of Legends.
Sorry,
No, this
Casual-
is the final.
Casual
season.
Masterful
This is the
27.
season of Legends. Yeah. There's going to be specific raid bosses focusing around Dragon and Fairy type Pokemon like Galarian Ponyta, Alolan Executor, and a few others. Research tasks will include Galarian Ponyta and Gibble. XL Candy Gibble, yes please, I'll fucking have
this
that.
event is so hype, bro.
Spirit Z and Swirlix are also in the research quests as well, which is lovely. There are going to be event-exclusive AR mapping tasks for Galarian Ponyta, so make sure you scan your stops correctly so they don't get removed.
No,
That's not a thing.
Don't
That's
spread
not a thing.
rumours. Don't spread
Yeah,
rumours.
that's not a thing.
It's not a thing, is it?
Let me
Oh my
tell
God,
you,
it's
Ken,
going back and forth.
Let me tell you, Ken from Lured Up would be disappointed with that comment.
Well, this shows how much I do the AR mapping shit.
Yeah.
Whatever I hear.
No, they don't.
So,
They don't.
I'll just cut that out.
No, you're fine because it lets people know that scanning incorrectly does not make Pokestops removed. It's important.
Just clarifying that it doesn't impact.
No.
Milo, if it did, trust me, I'd be at your house scanning them all incorrectly so they remove all your stops.
I'll be battering you with a shovel, mate.
Just for you, I'll be like, oh, you don't want to send me gifts? Take this, motherfucker.
All my stops are gone. I don't know why.
I think Milo actually did send a gift out this week.
I've been trying a little bit more. Anyway, getting back to it, during this Luminous Legends X event, you will be able to evolve Dragonite and Salamence with their Community Day exclusive moves, which is great for Salamence, needs Outrage to make it top tier. Dragonite, you can kind of just let that slide. But there is also a global challenge.
Yay.
We've got to catch 500 million Fairy-type Pokemon, which sounds like a lot, and it's because it is. That collection challenge is running, it's only 8 days. It's from the 1st of May through to the 9th of May. But the rewards are pretty insane. So the first stage of reward will be 3 times catch XP bonus for the rest of the event. Second tier, Pancham, the panda Pokemon. I believe it's a dark type.
Yeah, it looks
It's
lit,
a really cool looking Pokemon.
Yeah,
so that
yeah.
will be unlocked and appearing in raids. So it will become probably a tier 1 raid boss. finally, if we complete this global challenge, we will unlock Shiny Galarian Ponyta.
Right, lit.
What?
Absolutely
Yeah.
awesome.
I didn't know that. Seriously.
And this ties in really nicely because for the month of May, Galarian Ponyta is May's research breakthrough. And it's also in research, the AR mapping tasks, it's in raids as well. So Galarian Ponyta being shiny release would be pretty insane. So let's get that global challenge done when it's released.
Yeah.
guys.
All right,
Absolutely.
Billy.
We need to
All
kick
right.
ass on that. Yeah.
Milo, I apologise. Real quick, bruv. Did you know as well that you can just use an ordinary charge TM to get outrage on Salamence? You don't need to evolve them. Did you say that?
Oh, I didn't mention that. Does it
Yeah,
say-
but bro, you don't have
it
to
does
use
say
an
that as
elite
well.
TM. You don't. I just
Yeah,
want
you
to
don't
say
have to use an
because
elite-
that
a good
is
point.
so hype. Like if you've got a Salamence, you don't need to use an elite TM, just an ordinary charge TM. I thought that was so sick.
Yes, yeah, you were right. I missed that out. So that's a good point from Coops there, picking up on where I failed to mention. Thanks, dude. That's basically it for the Luminous Legends X event. The Luminous Legends Y event will follow on for the rest of May, which will bring in Yveltal or something, which is a dark flying type legendary, and it looks so cool. It looks so cool. That would be exciting. But that's May, I think, looks awesome.
Yeah.
That's gonna be May.
This is why I asked you to do this. Yeah.
It's looking good. It's looking good.
Milo, you were the perfect person for that because I would have not been able to pronounce half of them. So
I've probably botched them anyway, to be fair.
No. I can't pronounce what was it? Illumise, correct? So you've done very well,
Illumise.
mate. Illumise.
I say
I was gonna
Illumise.
say Mark still fucked it up.
I'm sorry, Ian. You're gonna have to follow that. Do you want to just touch on another part of May, the spotlight hours that have been released?
Yes, my favorite mini event. Yeah, so for the spotlight 15 minutes through May, we have on Star Wars Day, Cottony will be the featured Pokemon, and that will give you twice the candy for catching Pokemon. May 11th, Dratini, nice little Dratini.
That's good.
That will
Dragon
really help
badge.
people that are looking for the Dragon Badge and the Dragon.
XL
new-
candy.
Exactly. And twice the candy for transferring. So stock up before that night. and
Before Com Day too.
Transfer. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. May 18th will give us a Alolan Rattata. And that will give us twice XP for evolving. And finally, May 25th, like we didn't have enough of it with the special event last year, Marill will be in the spotlight, and that will give you twice Stardust for catching Pokemon.
And XL candy for PvP. That's all I'm going to say. That's it. That's
Double
it. That's it. That's it.
Stardust.
That's it.
He had to get it in.
I was hoping we'd go an episode without mentioning those three letters. You just slipped it in like that.
Never going to happen, is it? Let's face it.
With what's coming up next in the podcast, those unsacred words will be appearing.
Yeah, they will. They will. But Kells makes a great point as well for the patrons. Double catch candy, great for a Meltan box, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Yes, that is
So
very
we've
true.
got it. We might as well take advantage of it. The Dratini one is actually pretty good. I dismissed it, and I've just realised I could get really close to platinum on Dragon after that one.
It's great for the
That-
Dragon type medal if anybody's still doing it. And
I still need my platinum dragon type.
Like most
medal, yeah.
people, Milo.
Yeah.
Like most people.
oh, yeah, sorry, dude. But it's also really good because I like that a previous Community Day Pokemon gets like a spotlight hour 2 years later. Like Swinub had one late in 2020, which was pretty sweet with the XL candy bonus on there. That's great. Definitely going to be grinding it. Got a 93% Shadow Dragonite that needs maxing.
And looking at it objectively, Dratini
Ian
is
just passed on from that. Ian just moved on from that.
I'm going back. Dratini is a good choice.
Yeah.
And Marill, again, like Coop said, it is a PvP useful Pokemon. If I've got to admit that. So is it?
Sorry,
It's gonna be featured in
hold on.
GoFest
no,
too.
Sorry, I'm just really Ian. Sorry, I'm just a bit shocked at you. Then I'm really proud of you. You've taken a step forward. Well done, mate. Well done.
As
well
a
done.
real, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was like. But as you were saying, I was like, wait, is he talking about GBN in a
I
really
didn't want to
positive
say
way?
it. I kind of had to say it through gritty
His
teeth.
batteries
yeah,
died
yeah,
because he
yeah.
said
Bye,
that
Ian.
words.
Bye, Ian.
Oh,
Get his
my
picture
God.
up. Where's his picture?
Uh-oh.
His
I hope
battery
that'll be-
gave up.
I've retired. Bye.
Mine had the great news. Ian had what looked like not that great a news, but Coops has got the fucking really shit news. I'm sorry.
It's so good.
May's Community Day, Coops. Go on.
Yeah, first of all, I know that Sue's looking at me because the last time I made this announcement, I did the date wrong. So I'm going to start this off. I'm going to start this off and I'm going to get this right. So we have the next Community Day, which, by the way, is SWABLU, but we'll talk about it in a second. It's
on July 24th.
Right, no, Milo, stop it. Are you ready? It is on Saturday, the 15th of May, 2021 from 11 till 5. Did I do it?
Well done.
Well done, mate. Yeah.
To be fair, you weren't only at fault. I missed it in the edit. Ian missed it in the proof. So
it's absolutely fine. See, this is why we have amazing Patreon members.
That's why Sue's a lawyer. Attention to detail. We're not.
Yeah. So listen, I'm looking at all this, and I could sort of. What is the actual point? It's the exact same as any other community day, but it's SWABLU. So can we actually talk about that? It's SWABLU. It's the same as everything else, increased more frequently, all that crap. Let's just talk about.
Sorry,
about
anybody's
SWABLU.
interested is quarter hatch egg distance.
No, rubbish.
The shittest bonus.
No one cares about that. No one cares.
They needed to give us a good bonus to make this worthwhile. I mean, I know you'll be out mile grinding because
I'm not. Genuinely, I'm going to get my gotcha and my hoverboard.
Back to the future there, Milo. I like that. I'm a hoverboard.
Why is no one... Guys, SWABLU, talk to me. This is SWABLU Community
It's fucking
Day.
stupid.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
I saw it pop whenever it was like leaked.
it was data mine, wasn't it? The leaked it, was it 2 or 3 days ago?
3 days ago.
Tuesday, yeah.
And Niantic have had all 3 days looking at 99.5% negative feedback on social media about it and gone, oh, let's do it anyway.
Bro, listen, here's where I'm at, yeah. When I found out about it, I can't lie, like, I do look forward to community days. I genuinely do. And I put a tweet and I said, call me immature, call me childish, call me grumpy, call me out for moaning, I don't care. But SWABLU is a fucking shit community day. And
what do you say, Coops? Everybody agreed with you, both of them.
Yeah.
All 2 people in there.
Yeah,
No,
everybody cares.
But here's the thing, yeah. This is what I struggle with the most. Sorry, Mark. I just want to express how I feel about this. I understand about the move. I understand about the mega evolution. I understand if it got this, if it got that. I understand all of that. But that's not the point. We're talking about a community day mon. It's shit. I don't give a shit if it got Earthquake or not. I'm talking about the way that it was introduced into the game, the Shiny was introduced to the game, how many events it's been in, how many Go Fest it's been in. It's not about the move. I'm not talking about the move. And
it was one of the earliest Shinies released.
And that's what I'm saying. And for $1 billion company, I understand people going on about the moves. Trust me, and PvP is huge now. I get that. And sometimes people, when they reply to my Twitter, they forget I love PvP, like, and I've hit legend. That's not me flex. I'm just saying, like, I feel like people like sometimes tweet me like I don't love GBL, and it winds me up. And I'm like, but guys, there's so many ways, creative ways that this $1 billion company can introduce new moves and introduce new events. There's so many ways. Like, it doesn't have to be a new move is through a community day. And if we're looking at it specifically for a community day Pokemon, I don't care what anybody said, SWABLU is fucking shit.
And what makes it worse is it was released during Safari Zone Dortmund in 2018. Well, it wasn't released, sorry. It was boosted during Safari Zone in Dortmund in 2018.
Yeah.
But one thing we've got to balance this, and there are people that haven't got it in its shiny form yet.
No,
no, I'm not balancing it in anything other than that, by the way. There'll be some that haven't got its shiny form yet. And like you said, community days in the day when they were community days. And I've made peace with these shit choices now, because they're not community days anymore. So in my head, community days would be me meeting up with you, Ian. We'd have all met up by now if we were still doing normal stuff for the last 14 or
you spend the day together, months. Going around chatting, catching.
It hasn't been like that. And, I know there's been pockets where we can do things like that, but community days for me were like going down Milton Keynes, meeting up with 20 people, then meeting up with 50 people, then everyone walking around, everyone chatting and finding a great Pokemon. And I got that. I feel like they're kind of saving that for when normality comes back again. And you know what? I've made peace with these shit Pokemon, because at the end of the day, it's just a grind. If you want to grind it.
Yeah, Mark, I hear what you're saying.
That's my opinion, though, but we're allowed an opinion.
No. Of course, everyone's allowed an opinion, but I just want to go back to your point and about saying some people don't have the shiny. Some people are new players. I get all that. But I don't have a second shiny fucking Rattata. So does that mean we next month do a Rattata community day?
Possibly.
What I'm trying to say is no. But what I'm trying to say is it's not you, Mark, but it's everybody that says I haven't got a shiny or I'm new, I haven't got a shiny. But it doesn't matter, bro, because guess what? Me, that's played this game for nearly 5 years, there are hundreds of shinies that I don't have the families of. But I'm not trying to say that they deserve a fucking community day. That it's not a good argument to be like, yeah, but I've played the game. I've spent, my Pokedex has got 3,000 seen. I haven't got a first one. Yeah, but there's other mons in my decks that I've seen 3,000 and don't have a shiny. But it doesn't mean they should have a fucking community day. Like it's people don't understand like where I'm coming from. It's a shit Pokemon for a community day.
Shit.
And if we're gonna
not every Pokemon deserves a community day. Absolutely.
And if we're talking about a moveset, bruv, it already knows Dazzling Gleam. It already knows, and Moonblast gives the same fucking damage but takes away 3 Dragon Breath. So sorry, I'm on a rant, but if we're talking about the move is in a nutshell.
The move doesn't work for the Mega. It doesn't work for the Mega for the raids, and it doesn't work for PvP.
What you like
it's a charge move, isn't it, Coops? It's like 1 bar, isn't it? It's a 1 bar.
Mate, it's the same as it's literally the same as Dazzling Gleam cut off 3 Dragon Breaths. Like we could go into the stats. It might be 5 Dragon Breaths.
10% chance of attack drop or something.
It's shit, bruv. Like I'm sorry, like and everybody that was tweeting me like going, yeah, but this, that, and the other. I'm like, but you're not understanding where I'm coming from. I'm not talking about the move. I'm not talking about the Mega, which Ian said no one gives a shit about anyway. Like no one's talking about that. I'm talking about a Pokemon day should be about a really special or a really interesting Pokemon, and SWABLU is not it. And that's it. Sorry, I'm done.
Agreed.
I'm done.
Yep. I'm gonna interject here and say
Sue's clapping. Thank you, Sue. Can I be a lawyer? Can I be a good lawyer?
Get up in court.
Go on, Milo. Go on, Milo.
We know why they've gone for this. Is that the Mega Altaria is a dual type of fairy and dragon. It fits the theme for the month of May, but it's crap. I was praying that it got Charm, but it doesn't. It can't learn Charm in the main series. I've checked; it doesn't learn it. And I looked, and it's all of these other moves that it could learn. And I was saying, right, if it doesn't get double fairy type moves, so it's useless as a fairy type Mega, pretty much. And the dragon moves on it are pretty shit, so you're not going to use it anyway. So it's an irrelevant Mega for starters. Give Altaria something for PvP, at least then that half of the community can be happy. But they haven't done that even. It could have learned Earthquake and didn't give it that.
Saying that, but bro, Earthquake.
I obviously don't know where I'm coming
from. No, bro. No, that's what everybody was saying.
Something.
It's, Earthquake would have been so OP. It would have been ridiculous. Sorry, Mark. I know you said you wanted to.
And you know what? To wrap this section up, I just want to say I'm so sorry for Niantic because they're trying so hard. They tweeted early today.
No, they're not.
With the standard tweet. Attention trainers, we're excited to announce May's community today will be SWABLU.
I'm sorry, that's a Command C, Command V job.
No, but
anybody who's an Apple. Can I just want to say this one thing.
Yeah.
The bonus is quarter hatch egg distance. 2020 November Com Days, we had 2, which were both quarter hatch egg distance, and Roselia was quarter hatch egg distance as well because they had the baby Pokemon. They could have put Togetic in as the Com Day Mon. Fairy type, fits the theme. Quarter hatch egg distance for shiny Togetic. It would have been brilliant. Brand new shiny in the wild. It fits both the PvE and the PvP metas. Why did they not do that? Fucking idiots.
Yeah, but they do. They can't get the timer right. But they can't get the timer right for a bonus. So
they can. It goes on a cycle.
No. What I want about is they couldn't get a timer in the game right for a bonus that everyone worked towards. So the fact they put some thought into a community day, Milo.
Oh,
that's
really
last week's. Yeah,
I got you. Yeah.
But no, and Coops, I
sorry that I ranted, Mark. Sorry.
But
it was warranted. It really was.
No, but the point is. And I don't disagree with anything. I don't agree with it being good. It's a shit one. I think for me, the only point I was making is I'm looking at this block of time for community days. They're not community days for me.
No,
so my opinion
is
they're not community days. And I agree with you, Coops, by the way. I'm not going to keep saying that, but
you can do. It's nice. You can do.
They don't have for me the same purpose. For me, I don't give a fuck what the Pokemon is at the moment. I'd rather it was a really good one when we were all together.
No,
that's what I would rather do.
And me, and like I said, I think like Ian said at the start, I get more frustrated that I paid nearly £1,000 to go to fucking Dortmund when it was a featured one there. Like, this is the reason why I'm free to play. Like, at what point do we actually move things forward? Like I'm sorry, the SWABLU Com Day thing, it's just not tipped me over the edge, but I think it's a really interesting conversation. I kind of wish we had someone here that was really pro it, but had been playing the game for 5 years as well, because I would really love to hear where they're coming from. And like Ian, I hear what you're saying, bruv, but how can you sit in an office that earn billions and billions each year and think that it's some sort of a semi-good idea? I would have preferred Bagon or Dratini 100 times over this, and they both had a community day, and we know how we feel as repeat community days, but I would have preferred that. I would have preferred that a million times. I would have it's It's insane. It's just whatever. Sorry, I'm done. I've got no words on SWABLU Com Day.
So I put a cheeky 10-minute poll out on Twitter during that. SWABLU community.
He's doing this quite regularly, isn't he? Now, like twice.
That lasted longer than Milo talking about maze events. I was impressed with that. So anyway, 31% of people are happy with SWABLU Community Day and 69% aren't. There we go.
31% of people are taking the piss.
Yes, they are. Right. Anyway, so that is the good stuff over. I say that ironically.
In brackets.
Snap event. Any shiny Smeagol look yet?
None for me, mate. None for me.
No, I did my 15. I've got nothing today.
I had a really weird day, actually. A lot's happened for me. But, Mark, why are you grinning for? How many have you got?
I've done all right. I've done all right on day one. I've done all right. I've got 2.
2 Smeagol?
Is it
2? It's shine for me twice
2
today.
out of 15. Bloody hell,
The
mate.
sheep is loving you today.
Yeah.
Yeah, shiny sheep, Milo.
That's what it is. But Coops, you said you had a really weird day. What about
Tell us
you?
about your weird day.
Well, no, I had a weird day. I actually got one shiny Smeagol, which was dope. And then
Congrats.
I got a shiny for a research task, and then I got a shiny from the research storyline. So I got 3 today. But all
What was your research storyline?
No, you have to watch the vlog, mate. That's not a plug. I'm just saying you have to watch it.
I got shiny Skarmory.
No, don't tell it. Oh, you're ruining it.
No, that's me.
You got as well.
I thought you meant for a research.
Oh, so Coops obviously got one as
shiny,
well.
No,
Skarmory,
sorry, I
then,
thought you
okay.
meant. Did you mean for a research, bruv?
Yeah, through the research storyline.
Oh, okay. But yeah, well, I'm not telling you mine.
Okay. Well, come on in. We can get ours. 4 days to go as of recording.
Yes, there's still time. But then again, if these guys are getting loads, we'll just get trades.
I don't trade shinies.
Mate, I logged on to
That
my
sound like
uni
Milo
friends'
now.
accounts who don't play anymore and their trainer accounts. I logged on, did their snapshots, 5 accounts, no shiny.
Mad.
Well, I mean, the amount of people I've seen on Twitter, it's always the
A
same.
lot
though.
of people are getting
you
them.
find
Yeah.
what you want to find, don't you?
Mm.
Like you put out there, has anyone got it? If 3 people tweet back pictures, you go, well, everyone's getting them, aren't they? It's
Yeah.
obviously not the case.
I think we'll get it. Ian and I just had a slow start to the
Well,
event.
I mean, I'm happy with the 15. 15 is
Yes.
a decent number.
When I saw that was announced, I was like, well done, guys. Well done, Niantic. Like, genuinely, because 15...
Like how they are, like one after the other after the other.
yes,
I do like
consecutive
that.
is good as well. So they've done it well.
That's not what you said last week, Milo.
That was on
No.
5, though.
I said 5
You said it was
consecutive.
going to be unimaginative. You said it was going to be unimaginative, giving you in a row.
No, we said about 5, though. So we've got 15.
Yeah, well, 5 in a row. I said they do it unimaginatively like they do Com Day thing, but I don't know, like
We've got 15 in
15
a row.
I like it. It's easy.
I do.
Actually, I didn't get 15 in a row. I got 14. There was a gap, and then I got the
I think if you
15s.
load it too quickly, it doesn't like register it. I've had
Yeah,
that
it
a couple of
doesn't.
times.
I wasn't, because I was screen recording each one, so I wasn't doing it too quickly.
Okay, right.
Strange.
Just got a buggy
The game
15
just doesn't like you.
Little days. I mean, as you guys are listening to this, we will all know if we got one or not. So let's move this on. Some say Niantic interns always aim to offer the best support they possibly can to a troubled trainer, but when they offer that support, they forget what they were asked for in the first place. It's our favourite feature, Ask the Intern.
Ask the intern. I want to apologise. It is me again, and I tried my best to focus on the replies, but just the tweets that Niantic get are just so fucking funny. Here's my first one for today's Ask the Intern, and I thought the name was quite fitting. It is from Dear Whoever is in Charge, and I thought that was funny because it's at Niantic.
I want to speak to the manager.
Yeah. Team Rocket, Ghost Sierra, and Giovanni are too hard. The game is glitching. I attacked twice, and it did not lower CP at all. Fix this bullshit or give me free revives.
Sorry, what?
That's passionate.
Niantic's fault. Sorry to hear about that, trainer. Please get back to us with your trainer nickname, associated email address, and a screen recording of the error. And I thought that was interesting because they never asked for
yes.
screen recordings. We'll take a closer look. We hope to hear back from you soon. Thank you.
I love that
I
they
thought-
give the most detailed response to somebody who's just saying that I couldn't lower the CP in a rocket battle. I'm like, what the fuck are you
Mate,
talking about?
I thought the screen recording was a little bit weird because I thought, well, not if you're not a YouTuber, not
No,
many.
they're calling the bluff, aren't they?
yeah.
Niantic are calling the traders
Yeah,
bluff.
not many people
Yeah.
screen record. Anyway, number 2, this one made me laugh because, again, sorry, I've got to focus on the.
Coops, what did you say on yours? Because obviously it was your text. Did you say, watch my PvP VOD?
This one's from Milo. Can anyone at Niantic help explain why the Go Plus constantly ignores Pokemon in Pokestops on top of disconnecting within minutes? Now, this bit made me laugh. This should be a number one priority to fix. I thought, hold on a minute, number one priority? I'll say this is number 101. Anyway, it's been like this for years, and we spend money on these products. And then Niantic was just funny. I don't know how to say his name, but I'm just going to say Coops. We'll explain this, Coops. They actually wrote that. The Pokemon Go Plus may disconnect if it's more than 30 feet away from your phone. That being said, I've shared more info via DM with your concern. Check it out and let us know if you have any questions. So I've got to say, for both of those tweets, the actual tweet and the reply are both as funny as each other.
Good picks. Very good picks, mate.
Thanks, buddy. Thank you.
Nicely done. Well, our other fun feature, Ian, it's over to you for Shinies of the Week.
Shinies of the Week.
Do I need to do a doodle like you guys do?
Yeah, go on, please.
Okay,
no. Where's the doodaloo? We want the doodaloo.
I just did the doodaloo.
Here we go.
Didn't I?
And action.
Doodaloo.
That's the countdown thing, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a bit.
Yeah, but I sang it. We didn't play it.
Yeah.
So we do have a few Shinies of the week, and Mark put a little note in the show notes here asking me to explain the feature. Well, hopefully 10 weeks in, you should know this feature, but basically if
12,
you catch any Shinies or good high IV Pokemon during listening to this podcast, please post them on our Twitter or Instagram with the hashtag Incensed Podcast, and we may give you a mention. So the first one today is from Felix Brooks. 10 episodes, 10 instances. First shiny while listening. But Felix, what a shiny, man. You got the shiny Trubbish.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very nice indeed.
And congrats for listening to all episodes. We really appreciate that. That's awesome.
Okay, and the next one I think definitely deserves a shout out. And I'm going to embarrass one of our patrons here. HermesNinja just finished listening to this week's stellar episode of Incensed Podcast. Nabbed not one, but two shiny Grimer.
Yes.
Nice.
Total vindication.
Come on,
Lovely
Sue.
work.
Unmute yourself.
Awesome
Come
stuff.
on,
Lovely
Sue.
work.
Come on, say a little
I
something.
was
Come
just copying Milo. Back to back, shiny Grimer. Back to back.
Oh, they were back to back as
Back
well.
to back.
Back to back, mad.
Nice
Mad.
work.
Spectacular.
Cracking.
King stuff. So.
All
Cracking
due
stuff.
to you, gentlemen.
Thank you. And the last one that we're going to mention today, Christopher Austin. Thank you at Incense Podcast. Listening to the latest episode of the podcast, walking home from a crap day at work. Yeah, we know how that feels, man. And get
Apart from
this
Milo.
while listening to hashtag Incense Podcast.
Sorry, I had to add that in. Sorry.
And Christopher Austin also got a shiny Trubbish.
Yes.
Lovely stuff.
Nicely done.
Good stuff, guys.
Fantastic,
There we
shiny.
go. That's
Congrats.
the shinies of the week.
Amazing stuff. Well, another round is complete, and we've all hosted a hat trick of episodes now. If you enjoyed the podcast, please hit that follow, subscribe button. We're on Apple, Google, Spotify, and many more podcast platforms out there. Ironically, we charted at 50th in the UK gaming podcast charts that we found out earlier today, so that was pretty exciting. So,
Who would have bloody thought.
always
That's mad.
nice to see that. Please also follow us on Twitter at Incense Podcast and Instagram as well to keep updated with all the latest stuff. We're going to be thanking Brett even more for the addition to new tunes and jingles that you've probably heard as this is put together, or certainly in the near future. But now we'll get to the most important question as we wrap this episode up. Did anybody incense a shiny or get anything decent tonight?
I did not.
I did not.
No shiny, no hundo.
And Mark?
I got a hundo.
Did you?
Fucking hell.
Are you being serious? Are you being serious?
I was doing the research during it
Please,
as you knew I was doing.
Please
and
be a fucklet. Please be a fucklet.
I got myself a second hundo Bunnelby.
No
Oh,
way.
sweet. Congratulations.
Well done, bro.
Well done.
Good job.
Hundo,
Well done.
podcast hundo.
Podcast hundo. Did any of our patrons get anything good? Anything?
It's a thumbs up, thumbs down.
They'll stay. But as we've always proven, if you listen back, that's when the magic happens.
I like that, Mark.
That's certainly what Coops and Milo say for their own fans.
Yeah, I do like that. Though. I'm going to start using that if that's all right. I like that.
Good. Well, guys, have we got anything to add before we wrap this one up? I can rely on you lot. You're flipping amazing. Right. Thank you for tuning in to listen. Have a great week, and we will see you all in episode 13. Keep safe, everyone.
I choose you!